Hi, this is Tom Elamine, and I'm in Koh Phangan Island in wonderful Thailand. And right now I have my motorcycle here. It's really getting me around the island at a really great rate. I'm sure glad I got it. This is where I just came from, but it took me about 2 hours walking, and I made it there in 10 minutes. So, let me just set everything else up here so we can have us a smooth ride. I gotta try to attempt to hold the camera at the same time. But today we're going to talk about energy moves like water. But we're going to this waterfall that I wanted to see here at Koh Phangan. And it's a historic waterfall. Well, I don't know what that means, historic. But anyway, let's go see it. Oh, here I go. I done passed it. Just bear with me. Because I'm trying to do two things at once. All right, here I go. And this is a wonderful tropical paradise, this island. If you ever get a chance to be in Thailand, at least come out to one of the islands. And this is like a breatharian paradise again. You got the right knowledge, you can thrive anywhere. Well, we're on our way to the waterfall. But once you understand these concepts, it truly becomes real. Okay, I believe it goes straight. And see, without eating, that's the thing about it. People don't know what to do with themselves. You can do a lot of things if you be creative. Right now, I got it a couple of days at least. I'm riding a bike all around the island, and I'm going to see every bit of it. So if you always got something to do and stay busy, it makes it a whole lot more easier instead of being a boring person, don't know what to do with yourself, don't know what to create. Then you're doing things you really like to do and you won't think about eating. All right, we're almost close here. Oh. And I keep going on the wrong side of the road. I keep thinking of America. So I'm going on the right side of the road and people looking at me. I better get it together before I do more harm than good. All right. And this is a pretty good spot here. This is where the waterfall's located. The waterfall's up that way? Oh, good. All right, we're here. And let me park my bike. Now this place says 20 baht just to park my bike. So I gotta pay just to park. Well, I guess better safe than sorry, huh? Do I gotta park my bike over here? All right. Yeah, that right there? Right here? But I don't have to pay then, huh? All right. Well, better safe than sorry. At least they can watch out for it. Oh, they got massages here too. Uh-oh. I get a massage when I come out of there from the waterfall. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna start me a bike group here, I guess. Would be called the Pranic Bikers. Oh, there we go. Hey, Angel. All right, look at these massage prices. $300 is like 10 American dollars. So that's why you see I'm getting one every day. Oh my gosh, taking advantage of the opportunity. Now we're going to go see the waterfall. How do I do this?
What?
So the waterfall's up that way.
Yes, but you pay only for parking 70 baht.
All right, I pay you?
Yes.
All right, good. If you can watch my bike for me. Boy, y'all got a good thing going on here. All right, that's 20 baht. No?
Yes, we have to rent it. Where you from?
Ohio, USA.
I don't know. Many people different. I don't know. Where you from?
America.
America.
Yeah. And you from here, huh?
I told you what you think.
Copenhagen Island? Oh, man. Well, that's good. So the massage place is right over there then, huh?
Yes, but now no more open. You want to massage?
Well, when I come from the waterfall. When I come from there and come back,
You want to massage?
yeah, I'll be there about an hour.
But now.
Yeah.
Okay, me can people come for you. It's okay?
All right, yeah, that'll be good.
You make sure?
Yeah, that'll be good. All right, let's go up here. Now, the more you learn how energy flows, the better it is to start working with it. See, knowledge wipes away ignorance. Oh, look at this tropical jungle. This is Thailand, folks. And this is the Tensadat Kopenhagen National Park. And just think, they had all these tours to go to these places. And just by me getting my motorcycle, I don't need to pay all that money. I just ride to them myself. Hey there. I'm going the right way to the waterfall. All right. Cool. All right, thank you. And so knowledge wipes away ignorance. So I know there's people walking around, they don't need a teacher, they don't need to learn nothing. And that's really a stupid idea when I hear people say that, because they're lying. They're just in their rebel mood for right now. There is, dealing with this consciousness, there's people that know more than you. And when they're willing on sharing it, or giving up that information so you could better your life, that right there is a big plus to heighten your life. That's what you want to do on every level. So when you deal with the pranic journey, you could be struggling and really don't have to, because all you need to do is just sit down for a minute and really get your mind so it can understand these concepts. And when your mind got it, it's sort of like those cartoons where the light bulb used to come on. You got it then, you know it. And then you could go into it, and it makes it a whole lot easier. Instead of going into something, you're expecting something to happen, and you don't know, you're just going off of somebody else's words. That makes it a whole lot worse. So the first phase is that initial knowledge, the theoretical part on learning. Oh boy, this is awesome. I hope I'm going the right way. All right, I'm here. Oh, the waterfall ain't too far off. We're running into something. So, going back on a pranic journey. And there's so many people that come into this, but why is it only a few make it? Because people are not really taking their time out to meditate and study on the concepts that's being given, to really see what the teacher is trying to say. Because it's hard to try to explain an experience, so we try to pick the best words as possible. So today I'm going to use this, I'm going to relate the energy flow that we live in to water, the tangible water that we deal with. Now when you deal with water, it's a liquid. A liquid or a fluid is anything that does not hold form. It's formless, but it's still tangible. The only time it takes form, it takes the form of its container. Sort of like a cup or a bowl or whatever you put it into. And it pours easily. It moves easily because what makes it a liquid or a fluid, the molecules are moving a lot more faster than something that's solid. That's the only difference. They're moving a lot more faster. So this energy, when you go more subtle with it, it's even more subtle or faster than the liquids. But we're going to explain the liquids to you so you could get an idea on how this is working. And there's some aches and pains you could be having. And all that is like when I say that's an energy blockage, what does that mean? And even though I be saying that word, some people just don't get it. Okay. Let's take a look at this pathway. I'm sure when it rains, let's say if it was a real big rain, that water, if it was coming down here, will most definitely go down this path. And it's going to choose the places of least resistance. That's how water works. It's not going to go up over the rock first and then go around the rock. It's going to go around the rock first. Then after that get filled, then it'll go up under the other portions of the rock. You understand? So in our bodies, we do have natural energetic pathways. We got those when we were born. And that's so energy could pass through, because that is the base of our being. It was actually created before the physical body started coming about. Of how the energy is going to run through the body. Your foot wouldn't be moving, your leg wouldn't be moving, your arm wouldn't be moving if these energies were not passing through there to make it happen. Because this is a bio machine. Now, so it looks for the place of least resistance, just like how these rocks is again. So when you're meditating, and even though you don't see it, this cosmic energy is coming down on us. But it's going to go to the place, as it touches your body, of least resistance. And it could be some places, sort of like that rock that's there. And instead of going up over the rock first and then go around it, the energy, how water works, it's going to go around it first. The place where it has least resistance again. So in your body, when you're meditating, that's the places it's going to seek first. And when you feel an ache or pain or some type of resistance, naturally, your body has an intelligence. It knows that the energy eventually should go down a certain pathway, sort of like this road. But if it ain't going down this road, it had to make another road, because this road has been blocked up. If you block up this road, the energy is not going to pass down here. It's going to create something else of least resistance or where to go. So, when you're working through meditation and you feel that different aches and pains, that's the water or the energy that's causing resistance slowly to try to move back to its natural path. It's going to seek that. So this is why I tell you to stay consistent in meditation, because what you're doing is rewiring the physical body to at least go back to its natural energy flow, was supposed to be that road. Oh my gosh, now wait a minute. All right, the waterfall's up this way, but I got to go up these steps here. And I still got on my helmet. I at least should have took it off with the bike, but that's all right. This is a good workout. So this is why you feel like you feel. You know, if you feel like stiffness in the body, aches and pains, head stopped up, the energy is there, it's flowing, but it's going out of its natural energy flow, and it's doing that to keep you alive. You got to get a body credit. Now, the number one things we use to block our energy, the number one culprit is how you are eating. Now, it's better to eat something in a liquid form than it is in a more dense form. That's why the masters used to say, chew your food up thoroughly. So it could be in liquid form. Because again, a liquid at least going to try to pass through the body a lot more smoothly. Oh man, I didn't expect this. Oh, there's mosquitoes here too. They're tearing me up. Uh-oh. I'm trying to think here. Let's go see the other site. These are some big mosquitoes. And even though this is the daytime around noon, these mosquitoes are like birds. So I'm not going to take this one right now if I don't have to. All right. Now you asked me, I'm just reading this comment here, what is the best meditation you recommend? Now my earlier video and many videos, I answer this question all the time. Every meditation leads to the same end. Every last one of them. Hey, how's it going?
Good, thanks you.
Get a meditation that you enjoy and that you like, because you will stick with something that you like. That's it. It don't need to be something that's hidden behind some monastery doors. This isn't no big secret. All we're saying is energy flows to look for least resistance. It don't matter who you are. You can't hide that. That's not a secret. That is just the laws of physics. So every time you relax, that's what's taking place. That's why when you sleep at night, it is an unconscious meditation. Your body relaxed, your mind went down into another state, and that allowed the energy flow to go where least resistance, so it can heal the body. That's why you sleep. You sleep in order to heal. You understand? So when you meditate, that's conscious sleep. Anyone you choose to make you comfortable, you are healing yourself through meditation. That's why I tell a person, if you're meditating, and it should actually be your medication. It should eventually heal you if you really knew the purpose of it. Now keep in mind, there's other things you got to add in. So don't be spooky on that. Because I do know some good people that can really meditate. They got things going on with them, but they just don't have like mental control on how they eat and stuff like this, and they don't exercise and stuff, but they will meditate. That's why there's a thing called the guru belly. You know, they sit down and they meditate so much that they gained this belly from no movement, and that right there is still causing blockages. Energy loves to move again. Now look how I say loves to move, because as we're standing here in this realm, gravity's coming down on us, all these other forces, the sun energy, all these different constellations, they're all bombarding the earth, this cosmic energy in one package. We're living in it. So just like how, again, I gave you that analogy, how water's coming down these different pathways, it's going to look for the place of least resistance. That's why in spirituality you keep hearing things like surrender, let go, relax. All of these words. But these words are basically telling the truth. Relax, let go. So that the energy, by its nature, you ain't got to force it to do that. It's going to do it on its own because it is tangible. Just because you don't see it and see it as being tangible, it is. It is tangible. And your thought, which is also energy, is the first phase of physical matter. Sure is. And it also looks for the place of least resistance. So even in your thought process, there is a difference between thinking negative versus positive, but then it really ain't got nothing to do with that. Because what is negative and positive? Just slow down the thinking and go with the flow, in other words. So we use these words, but again, this is all concepts for the practitioner to use in their daily life. Even when you got a situation that happens that seems stressful and all of this, the more you relax into it, the more you will see it dissolve itself. You usually can see where somebody's spiritual growth is at when a situation happens or takes place and they're looking at it or reading it on a physical, dense level. Now, this is what I'm going to take you into in the Breatharian sciences. Breatharian sciences is so good is because it is at the root level, just like a tree. We are on a branch level. The branches don't control the root. The branches don't nourish the root. Everything comes from the root. So therefore, when you deal with the root or the source of things, that means that we live in a realm of outcomes. By the time something gets to you, it's already late. It already happened at the root level. You understand? Everything in your life. So that's why a practitioner who's really in this game understands they're in predetermination. And the creature must make the corrections because the root don't have to make the corrections. You're the branch, remember? And there's nothing you can do to affect the root to do what you want it to do. Now the root, it wants the tree to grow. Once you understand that your growth was what it's all about, then you can start having more confidence and letting go and get out of your own way. Is this making sense? And like I said, on one level it sounds like a philosophy, but the more you put these practices and these concepts and these ideas to everyday practical use, it will become a way of life. Now here we go again in this beautiful outdoors. There's a little water thing over there, but I'm not going over there. These mosquitoes is rough. Like I said, they're like birds. Big birds too. I'm talking about like condors or eagles. One got my arm right here. And I know they like my blood because I'll be cleaning it up all the time. Now I would get a massage here, but I do kind of like the person I had yesterday. Usually I get a new person all the time, but I got spoiled. Every once in a while that happens. You have to try it one more time. Sort of like your favorite food that you never tasted before, you know? Let me taste that one more time. And then you can let it go after you got fully satisfied. So I hope you really could get something out of this again. The energy flow flows like water. Always keep that in mind and always go with the flow and try to live a life of relaxation. Here come the dogs. Hey, what you doing, man? The dogs is really nice around here. And this should really, like when you learn this, you should really love to meditate even more. Like again, I'm having a real nice time, had a real good meditative experience earlier this morning. But even when I meet some friends around noon, this is why I really came out here with my motorcycle so I can know where the place is located. We're basically going to get together to do some practices again. See, eventually when you stay into the practices, you're going to find people just like you who wants to do the same thing. Sometimes you might have to be the one to start it. So either go to where the action is at, or you might have to create it yourself. Now that don't mean you need to have a whole lot of knowledge. Absolutely not. All you're doing is preparing a place or a location for people to come to. And that makes all the difference. That's a great start to have. But once you do that, you're creating these things for yourself. And this is a whole nother ball game as you keep growing in your development. All right, let me make sure I got everything here. And this is a given again. You got all of these energy channels and learn how energy flows. We got the internet. Stop looking at the computer as being some demon, bad. It's all how you use it. Now, of course, porn is the biggest websites that's looked at, but that don't mean you have to go there. Use it to look up these things I'm saying about the radiation in the atmosphere, about how the energy channels works in the body. People ask, what type of meditation? Take your pick. There's so many meditations for beginners and all this other stuff right on YouTube. Go pick one. They work. See, no matter who you meet, if you don't put the thing to practice, you're not going to get the benefits out of it. All right. I'll see you soon. That was pretty good. I'll take a rain check on that massage. Whoa. Huh? Oh, yeah. I said I'll take a rain check on that massage. So now we can get on out of here. And I can get to my other massage place. But it's been good talking to you. And this is all user-friendly, like never before in this age that we live in. This is a good age we live in. It's not like our grandparents and our great-grandparents. They were still into the no pain, no gain. But right now we're into the no brains, no gain. All right, let me get everything ready here. Oh boy, this is fun. This cools you off too. It's nice and hot out here. Now then again, it's hot out here, right? This is that radiation. And I'm in the UVC atmosphere and my body is thriving so good out here. This is probably why I'm running around with no shirt on. And another thing, I got a hotel, right? And I only booked it for 4 nights. I'm gonna straight up tell you. After I finish booking those nights, I was gonna move somewhere else, but I am. I gotta go out into the jungle. That's me. That's my true nature. I gotta go live off the grid. You could do that. Now you could do that if you eat or not, but it's a whole different ball game when you start mastering. Eating very little or not at all you can go on the grid at will. It doesn't mean a hill of beans. It doesn't mean anything. So again, deal with this energy flow. I hope you learned a lot. And it flows just like water. It's a lot more subtle than water when you deal with gases and stuff like that. But the concept of that it don't hold form, but it fits the form of its container. And which is what you wanted to do, which is your physical body. See, when I say, well, the body must be able to hold light, you want enough of this light, enough of this radiation to fill the container of the body. Once that's there, this is no longer fasting. Now you're living off of the cycle of the energy flow. You got to, and the energy will keep flowing as long as the pathways is open. Now the thing about this rain compared to the rain you're used to, the rain, when it rains, is temporary. But the energy rain that's raining on us is continual. It don't stop. That's why you continually be nourished and the growth don't end. Talk to you soon. Have a nice day. I hope you got a lot out of this. Ciao.